there. When it came to firepower, when it came to those gunfights, they usually used to come up on top. But now, all of that firepower has just disappeared.
Yeah, I remember distinctly after day 1 of the group stage, AV Radicals was actually in 2nd place. They were still almost like 100 points behind CGGG, but the fact that they were in 2nd place at 1 point, right? And they were the first team from the Philippines that represented the nation, the region to go onto the world stage. And right now, definitely after some roster changes, they're struggling a little bit. Thankfully, there's still some time in game number 4 on Alpine. And it seems like AV Radicals might have an early clash with Ranking Esports.
Very good drop spot picked up here by Expand, picking Militia that offers up a lot of loot, a lot of good high-tier loot, even though it's not the blue circle. But VGM, of course, is the biggest winner of the day as they pick Fusion, the one that is with the actual blue circle.
Oh, AV Radical is about to enter an early fight. You can see Jacket instantly goes for the double touch dash just to rejoin the rest of his team. But you can almost be 100% sure that one team is going to be heavily injured after this.
Yep, good A124 pop there as well. And Reverse Red making a quick, beautiful disposal of the team that they just took on. Who in the world did they just wipe out, Husky?
P-Sports.
P-Sports?
Yeah, P-Sports.
P-Sports too quick.
Yeah, too quick. Yeah, in under 2 minutes. And the return, unfortunately, is not the Sonya Pulse, but not that it matters too much. Han will get that elimination. Void actually getting taken up by Potato. AV Radicals facing the gun barrels of 2 different teams.
Yep, 2v4 now. AV Radicals against the one and only Red. Reverse Red not kicking it into reverse gear just yet. They're still pretty much in a good driving position, straight up 4th as Russ gets tagged up as well. AV Radicals barely able to get away here as the Bison finds Russ. Guy doesn't even patch himself right back up, had no medkit to play around with, but has bought a little bit of extra time for God Guy, who managed to get away.
The day continues to be painful and torturous for AV Radicals, but thankfully they are still in the game. Ranking Esports, though, a bit more fortunate, getting 2 free points. I believe the third one went over to JV Esports. And speak of the devil, JV has now arrived near the compound of where RKR is.
This is a good place to take a fight. If all things do go south, you do have the vending machine. Worst case scenario, the revival platform there as well. As Rotate finds Neo with the power foul, puts him down onto the ground. Great headshot. And that's the start of something beautiful here. And Reverse Red says, I do not want to have any part to play in any beauty that JV Esports is a part of. And they pull a quick exit.
Only place that they could go to, unfortunately, is Vantage, but thankfully it is unoccupied for now. So JVE controls the entirety, takes over the entirety of Stadium. Now, when you look at the...
Oh, they're not waiting. They're going in for the chase. They're like, I see a few players.
Sounds okay. They double F on the island. Sure, okay. So JV doing JV things.
Double R on the area. You cover a huge radius. You know exactly where these players are at. But at the same time, they seem to be missing someone called Han. Right, Han has already peeled away towards base camp moments ago. As Jacket brings Neo back into play here, RK stands a solid chance to survive this, even if JV catches up.
The only problem is that Neo is going back to his team. Han is beelining back to his teammates as well. I believe they saw JV from afar. Like Hong Ang spotted them out. Do they have the equipment to stop JV? Because, I mean, JV had the chance to just take over Stadium, but no, they want the points and they found Jacket already. Hong Ang was able to get a knockdown in return onto Cougar. But no secure just yet.
Hwang from up top, shut up now, trying to cut off his base here. Potato gets caught up in all of those blasts of that Drogon, but shut up is there for the backstab. And this started just moments ago as he just burst right past the rest of his players. And RK, unfortunately, couldn't get the best of JV in that situation.
Well, this is JV following Ranking Esports like the shadow, just not letting them go. Finally, JV decides to take a breather, but not before dealing massive damage to Ranking Esports. They basically had the full reset.
Flash versus Expand on the other hand. Bio's going to be pushed right back, but a good level glue wall saves his life for the time being. Cobra really low on that HP. X-Roy with the Bison backs away. Axel giving them that backup with the left-hand side flank as Cobra goes down, all thanks to Yan Ben. Taken out of the equation as well with a level 3 UMP. And now he backs away. Team Flash, opportunity with a man advantage on top of everything else.
Team Flash, Artemis, double ice grenade, trying to chip away at the help pulse of Expand. Yanbin right around the corner. X-Roy goes for the drop onto him, but does not do enough damage. In fact, missing most of his shots. And now Team Flash is going to rush in. Yanbin gets the drop onto X-Roy. Instead, Axel gets sniped from afar, but not good enough. They need a lot more than that, and Axel delivers the second one in a row. Shin goes for the rush onto Axel, but he does have the glue on to block that explosion. And Shin now gets the Uzi out. Axel just point blanks him with the sniper rifle, but it's not sufficient though. He boxes himself in with the glue wall, and two members of Team Flash take him down. Axel with the third in a row. And Shin is the last man standing and finally drops Axel, but his teammates are all severely injured.
1v1 though, there is one final survivor from the side of Expand. X-Roy hanging on for his dear life. And it looks like Shin will be able to bring Yanbin right back onto his feet. Final survivor from the side of Expand, just a tad bit too far to do anything much from that opener, and Cobra slithers away.
Man, after all that work, but then Cobra was revived in the middle of the fight. That could have been a big moment for Expand. And I mean, again, Team Flash winning the fight against Expand.
Flash definitely a team that was tortured during the group stage. And we all know Vietnam has been one of the up-and-coming regions as far as Free Fire has been concerned, and Flash looking to lead the way for their region. Bio down on the ground. Indonesian showing up, showing no mercy at the same time as Mercy finds Bio, downs and outs him. Yanbin tagged up as well. It's a 1v2. Yanbin backs away into the bunker. But perhaps here comes the finisher.
And there is the goal portal, and Mercy is going to take it instantly. They should be able to double it up onto Yanbin, who has expended a lot of resources early on, so Team Flash are not in the best of shape. They should not take too much to clear out Yanbin, and indeed that's going to be the case. Mercy will get the knock. Easy point for Pokota.
Flair plays with the Trogon. Beautiful pop of the grenade and a quick follow-up with the glue wall to protect himself, and Yanbin gets crushed by it. Coin machines all around the battlefield. You pick one of those up. Each and every single one of your team members gets 200 Free Fire coins. A little bit much more easier to play those revivals as well as upgrade your equipment before you get into a heated battle.
If only it was that easy to get money.
Yeah, I know, right?
Someone picks out $1 from the street, and it gets distributed to everyone.
And the beautiful thing is, in the past, these coins used to be in all of those loot boxes.
Yeah.
And once someone loots it up, obviously nobody else gets to loot that same coin again. But the coin machines, on the other hand, if you loot it up, your team members can no longer loot the same coin machine, but a totally different team can come there and use that coin machine, which means you technically know exactly where to find money on the map. You just need to get there.
Yeah. Everyone gets a share.
Everybody.
Garena is like Oprah now. Everyone gets 200 bucks.
You get some coins, you get some coins, everybody gets some coins. But of course the loot boxes still do have some coins, and a pretty large share, 500 coins if you do pick it up from a loot box.
Yeah. Which is fair game. We'll see Homeboy can get themselves out of this. Luffy actually able to heal back up in time. Even has the grenade launcher in hand. They are throwing a lot of explosive at reverse red, but none of them are connecting. And look at where Saming is. This guy, as always, playing from long range. And if you're Homeboys, you have to be careful.
And if you're Arcade, this is the time where you go in here and interfere. Hand on the left-hand side, Neo on the right. Opportunity now to play the sandwich. And it looks like Team Reverse Red will take the straight up fight. Jacket gets Saming straight in the head. That M82B finding the connection. Trogons need to find a couple of grenades in there as well to put the team out of the equate.
Yeah, and that's an ice grenade. And the rest of Reverse Red within the glue wall. This is not looking good. Exposing Diamond, they're all gonna drop like flies. And Arcade just found the perfect ambush. And only one Reverse Raid member was able to get away to the vending machine. Saming, can he get his teammates back into the game before he himself falls? And it seems like that is going to be the case. Exposy is still in this match, but Saming not for long.
Neo, is it going to be a grenade? Yes, it is. Valley tickles Saming. RGS 50 now, ice grenade, he eats it up. barely tickles him though, backs away. Trogon still in the hands of Neo. Opportunity, but it goes up against an SMG, which means Neo cannot afford to miss, and he needs to take a double pump up close and personal! Gets the first and second, and catches Saming with his pants down.
And this is Ranking Esports having heck of a game. 7 points already.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Team Flash just got the whole team back. This is good news. Unfortunately for X-Troy, not good news for him. He is out. Potato catches him, exposing the last survivor. Reverse red knocked out. And the worst thing is that they are out in 11th place. We still have 10 teams left.
Team Flash having a great time out there. Walking off a booyah here and looking for yet another. JV Esports looking for the second one within the day. And they find it. Of course, is the golden question. We'll get back to them in a little bit. Before, of course, that we have to see if or not JV gets VGM, and it seems like it will be exactly the case. Proteni traded out by Ranger though, has got the Trogon in hand as well, and there is a finisher. Cougar onto Bruin, and it looks like Ranger's going to be the final surviving player here for VGM. Can he survive this 1v3? Players coming flying in all around. Cougar down on the ground, shut up and limit, find the finisher. And JV makes quick work of VGM.
And they only lost Potato, which could be brought back still. If they could just find a vending machine, but I think the closest one to them is actually controlled by PogoStar. So Rory on the hand finding Void is running across the field in the open, so AV Radicals losing a member. Illustratus Juegos now making a break into the circle, run straight into AV Radicals to take this fight. Rose losing a lot of health bar, but Rory just bulldozes through him. There's nothing that AV Radicals could do as they lose 2 more members, and God Kai left alone once more, and this time Limit will find his hit.
And AV Radicals once again popped pretty early, 9th place for them. JV Esports on the way back, but too many teams outside the circle. Reverse Red, one of them, sorry, RK, one of them as well, alongside Team Flash. Jacket down on the ground. Neo, a little bit of panic plays here with the Trogon, pulls a 180, spots 2 players out on side and hand with the Bison, finds BO, and it looks like this might just be the end for Team Flash. Right outside of the circle, RK has got 4 players on hand, and he gets dropped. Jacket really low on HP, but it seems like the job is all done. Team Flash wiped.
One of the closest fight ever. 3 members of RK in the red. But just like the previous game, Expand couldn't find a finisher on Team Flash. Team Flash could not find a finisher on RK. Illustratus Juegos though will have to deal with Expand, but it seems like Expand, they do not want to be a part of this. Too fast, he is out of here. And got shot out from the sky by McCrory. But Cobra was able to bring his teammates back. This is revival gameplay for Expand.
Let's see if or not they can wiggle their way around this one. Illustratus Juegos. 5 eliminations thus far, keeping their distance from Homeboys, and it looks like Homeboys do not have the numbers to keep themselves in the game here. As Expand, on the other hand, comes across Toda, lethal with their shots, takes out 2 prime players from the squad, and it looks like Toda will be able to continue to forge their way forward. PogoStars up against Reverse Red in the next couple of seconds.
IJ just flies right into JV, and PogoStars, they see this happening. They might be able to intervene. JV from behind, Red 2 finds shut up. Potato instantly gets a backstab as a return. Rainbow gets run down. Potato, this guy is a tank on his own, but McRory finally stops his rampage. But not before IJ loses 2 members though. The Shanks needing to run away as McRory gets dropped by Cougar. This could be the end for IJ, but McRory still surviving somehow, and Cougar snuffs it out. JV, with 2 members on the ground, they will have to abandon their teammates. As RK, on the other hand, will be dealing with PogoStars, but they've already lost 2 members. PogoStars coming in to get a pickup and an ambush from Neo to equalize the playing field.
JV's actually outside the circle, saving their team members. Protete out of the equation, though, as Toda takes that opportunity to take a couple of pot shots against them. Mercy circling in for Poco. One more good shot! Doesn't find the connection, and Hao-Ang still survives with the Bison. Neo and the Woodpecker. Mercy has to back away, but opportunity in a 1v2, and it looks like he's helped out by JV Esports.
Oh man, Mercy was really about to get taken out, and JV intervened, and that means Mercy gets to stay alive. JV though left just down to Limit. Limit switches place with Mercy and now finds himself in the same combat. The vending machine right in his face and brings Potato back. A godsend for JV. JV, and Traps now shows up to take Mercy down. Poco Stars no longer in the game.
Poco's out, JV going for yet another Puya, but up against the Malaysian squad of Toda, who are 4 men strong. Homeboys in the mix as well, playing the game of survival. One player inside, no key for the finisher, and he does exactly that. Limit and Protene out of the equation. Now 2 Malaysian teams are left, but I'm sorry, Chempal, this is the end of the road.
And he knows that he's just gonna
No key!
try to give himself away to the blue zone, and Noki not in the habit. Toda cashing in on their first Apuya on day 1 of the play-ins.
I mean, he's having a good laugh. That was a fantastic elimination at the very end. Great plays out of Fikri, Traps, Noki, as well as Zen. Toda picking up a solid Puya for themselves, and it is one that they most definitely needed. You pointed out pretty well earlier that I think about 4 or 5 points with 4 or 5 teams with just 1 point away from each other.
So
this is a good leap up.